almost touching it. Whoa. Lovely. Welcome to North Devon Schoolboy Scramble Club, their first championship round of the year for the South West Association.
What you really do? You need all that.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Has got a sticker on it?
It's Robbie Saville.
Yeah, you have. I've taken my book, I'll tell you.
And in the juniors, Tyrone Saville, number 66.
I'll have to change colour of tape now. If we run out of the red. Yeah, that's right.
No, I wanted to count them up at the end and re-put them and take it down.
Alright.
Bring your bike through here, mate. Put it right round here.
Hang on. Camera's there, let's face that way.
Hi, Brian, mate.
Who's that lad there then? What's that, 74?
14.
14.
The embarrassing's all right there.
I hope you had the Pope in to get the devil out of that bike.
No. The worst thing is if you can't, you know.
Good morning, Mr. Battison. Nice to see you up here for a change. Open to getting the trophies, I suppose?
No, not really.
Are you sure?
Come for the practice.
Oh, great stuff. I look forward to seeing a good day's racing, actually.
Hope so, yeah.
Where's the Wonder Boy himself?
He's still in bed, I think.
He isn't, is he?
Still in here getting drafty.
Oh, I'll see him later on the course.
You were still out today.
Oh, over the moon, she was.
Oh, that's that today, isn't it?
Bloody surprised everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Is there?
the judge, because it's independent judge as well, she said she didn't put an hour and a half. Well, what they do now is they come in the ring and then they go around.
What, pictures? Oh yeah, he was in the bunch.
Yeah, I've seen it there. You could see his TVM across his shirt, couldn't you, when you looked into it? Number 14 he was. Because there was one that was in the, it was near enough in the lead, wasn't it? Just behind Winterbourne and looked a bit like you.
20.
Yeah, number 20.
Did you do up, Mark? You I say.
Good like elevator there.
Is that nice? Is that nice?
No, I didn't get any sense to it. Oh, there's too much hot air floating around. There's hot enough with the sun with that as well.
Just don't come at the scrambling. I mean, grass track. They want grass track. They should go for grass track.
Yep. I sometimes wonder.
You're getting up another that one, is you?
Oh. you're taking. Carry on then, like introduced them before.
Well, it gives me pleasure to see you lads up here at North Devon, especially a great welcome to Guy Whedon
Go the
from
other side, buddy.
Weybridge,
Other side. Lovely.
who's on a Kawasaki. Then we move on then to number 39, which is Colin Hicks from Cornwall on his KT Hem, going exceptionally well. Well done, Colin.
What sort of position are you finishing today then?
I had a 5th earlier on, but I fell off.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why is that? A bit slippery on top, was it? Being so dry? Yeah, right.
Keep going, Colin.
Number 7 is next.
Then we got Kevin. Hello, Kevin Gibbs. Kevin Gibbs is from Bolton. Well done, Kevin. Going well today?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Suzuki out there in front or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Keep up the good work. Nice to see you going well. Well done, Kevin. And here we have number 89, Danny Rivers. Nice to see you up here, Danny, from Launceston, on his mean machine, a nice Suzuki. Going well out there, Danny?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, pleased with the track?
Yeah.
Well done. Keep it up, Danny. Then we move on to number 10. This is Graham Derrick. Graham is from Taunton, Graham. All right. Enjoying your racing here today?
Yes, I am, thanks. Very good. Thanks.
Yeah. How are you placed in the Southwest Championship? Fairly well up?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Keep it up then. See you going well. Well done, Graham. Number 5 then. This is Duncan Shear from St Austell. Nice to see you up here, Duncan. Duncan is on his Honda. Usually going exceptionally well. I think you're placed quite well in the Southwest Championship, Duncan, aren't you? Yeah. You're about 5th overall so far. How have you done today? Useless. Think you can pull up?
I hope so.
Yeah. Well done, Duncan. Nice to see you here.
You got a stranger here now.
Right, this is a sight we all like to see. Number 79 from Cornwall, Ian Beddison. Nice to see you up here, yeah. I understand last week you went to the PGA. How'd you do up there then? 3rd overall.
Can't hardly hear it.
We're also nice to see you do so well in the British Championship, Ian. That was an exceptional ride up there, and you're a little bit unlucky, but you came through very well in the end, didn't you? 3rd overall, wasn't it? Yeah, well done. Nice. How are you doing today?
First
So
overall.
far, is it? Oh, well done. Keep it up then, Ian.
Only
Well done.
fallen off twice, and that'll be.
Then we got number 20, Mark Roberts. You're from Cornwall, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're on your Yam. You pleased with this machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, the water cooled, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're much better than the old type, are they?
I don't know, I didn't have this.
No, you haven't ridden one of these before. How are you coping with this track then?
It's alright, not bad. Bit grassy, that's all.
Bit grassy, yeah. Unfortunately, we had to cut out the bottom part, the interesting part, didn't we? Never mind. Doing pretty well?
Not bad.
Yeah. Well done then. Now, another recognisable sight, Jeffrey Down. Are you from Exeter, Jeffrey?
Torbay.
Torbay, yeah. So you belong to Torbay Club?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the first time this season to North Devon?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how are you placed in the Southwest Championship?
About 8, something like
8th, yeah. You're quite pleased with that?
that. Well, I don't know. I've had a few meetings with bikers with all
Yeah. Think you'll pull up today or not? On points?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. Well done. You find the competition hard?
Yeah.
Yes. Good riding. Keep going.
How much? What did you say, West? No, but hey, you got this Torbay out.
Now here's an interesting lad. I understand you work for TVM. Chris Shorling from Newton Abbott. Yeah. Having a good day, Chris?
Well, I didn't have a really first race.
Yeah. Pulled back through the pack, did you?
Yeah.
What do you think will happen in this race then?
Sorry?
How do you think you'll do in this race?
Oh, pretty impressive.
Number 79, he's your nearest rival, wouldn't he? Yeah. Well, hope you do well, Chris. Please for the Yam. Yeah. Got a bit of trouble now. Summertime, yeah. You got it sorted out now? Well done. Okay, Chris, keep going. This is number 15, Patrick Uren. You're from Cornwall, Patrick. You pleased with the day's racing? Yeah. And how did you do in the first race? Not very good. Do you find the Suzuki's can keep with the Yams or not? You think they're equally as good? Yeah, well done. How'd you like the track? Yeah. Is this your first time in North Devon this year? Yeah. Well done. The last in the expert class, and we have number 26, which is Adrian Pierce. Now, Adrian, you're from Tiverton, aren't you? Yeah. Is this your first time to North Devon?
No.
No, you've been coming every meeting this season. How are you doing today then?
Not too good at the moment.
Not too good at the moment. Do you find your yam up to it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pleased with yourself, is it not the motorbike? Never mind, you keep it up and we look forward to seeing you get a better play. On the 125, so first I'd like to introduce Chris Fleming. Chris, you're from Tinbeth. Right, so you belong to the South West Club. You enjoying your day today, Chris? What did you do in the last race then? First? Oh, that can't be bad, can it? Who's your nearest rival then in this race? Who came second last time? Steve Follen, yeah. Alright, you had a good race with him? No? You got a nice position on this start line or not? No, you'd rather be at the top end. Anyway, good luck, Chris. Let's see you come through there. So this is Richard Cole, number 87. You're on a yam then, Richard. Where are you from then? Crewkern, Somerset. Is this your first visit to North Devon?
No.
You've been doing this season?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how are you getting on?
Alright.
Do you like the track?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find it alright there in the bottom end?
Yeah.
Do you think you can keep this chap?
Pardon?
Do you think you can keep your rival there, 66 this time or not?
Dunno.
Well, have a go anyway. Nice to see you here.
Those baggers are there, don't be talking to that. Number 14, what number is it? What name is him?
Let's way back.
Oh, don't just tell me who he is.
Lee Quick.
Number 14, what's he riding? Any idea?
He's on a yam, yes. And Craig Dowler.
Number 1 on a KTM.
Number 1, yeah.
Right.
Hello, Des. Here we have Des Paul. We look forward to seeing you, Des. How you enjoying your racing? All right? Come to North Devon most times or not? Schoolboy Club, yeah? How you enjoying your racing today, all right? Do you keep going all right? Not playing up? Yeah. Ah, best bike out of Des. I don't believe it. Well done, Des. Have a good day.
41. Mr. Hooper! You all know who this is?
No, it's not.
This.
Oh yes, I'm confused. Sorry, Raymond, isn't it? You borrowed a bike there, Raymond? Well, it's Raymond Hooper from Torbay. Raymond, your bike broke down? Pistons broke, yeah. I got confused when I saw you on your Suzuki there. So you borrowed your brother's bike? Yeah. How do you think this will go? You got some fair competition here. So you didn't complete the first racing? Oh, never mind. Yes, you were leading the last lap, were you? Yeah, never mind. Keep it up there, Raymond. This is number 90, Vincent Cairn, is it? Cairn. Okay, where are you from, Vincent? Through Cairn. Is this your first time to North Devon?
Yeah.
Bike going on today? Yeah. New engine. Are you pleased with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, Vincent. Keep going. Oh, this is a name I know. Anthony J. Isn't it? Number 72. And you're from Blackwater. Whereabouts that then, Anthony? Truro. So you're a Cornish rider then. How are you doing this season? Not bad. You like the track here today? Yeah. Going alright? Okay then. Nice to see you going well. Number 8, and this is CCM, Robbie Saville, is it? Where are you from, Robbie? Northland. Oh yeah, which is your local club then? Torbay, you ride Torbay Club. This is first time in North Devon? This season? Yeah. What do you think of it? Yeah. You going well? Yeah. Had a punch in the last race. Number 7 and Graham Stevens. You're from Dublin, Graham. Have you just joined this year or last year? This year. So is it on a Kawasaki? Do you like it? Yeah. And you pleased with your riding? Yeah. You up to these leaders or not? No, never mind, keep going. Number 47 then, this is, who have we got here? Yes, John Turner. Ah, John, yeah, I recognise you now. How you Suzuki going, John, alright? Yeah, you like it? Better than the Kawasaki? Yeah. Not a good race? Yeah. Right, number 73. This is Sean Slade. Sean? Yeah, where are you from, Sean? Wellington, first time? Yeah, enjoying it? Bike going alright? Well done. Oh, blew up last week. Number 26. Hans, yes, I didn't recognise you. Hans, you just started this year from North Devon, have you? Yeah, you pleased with the bike? Got to settle down alright now? Yeah. Can you keep leading on the lads now? Getting better? Yeah, it's nice to see you improving every week. This is Carl, isn't it? Carl Williams from Bridgewater, Carl. How's the bike going, alright? Not many Hondas in this class, is there? Can you keep with the rest of them? Yeah, well done.
Who's 32?
Who's 32? Who are you then? I didn't recognise you. What's your name then? Andrew Rogan. Yeah, where are you from, Andrew? Logan, where are you from? Bridgewater. Oh yes, you come with, oh yeah. Going alright today? Can you beat his Honda? Ah, well done. Number 28. Simon Maddox. Stephen Maddox, is it? Simon, alright. Simon, how's the Suzuki going? Alright, you pleased with the track? Yeah. Sort of the problems out now, don't they? Alright, well done. Well, we got Sean Brown here, number 27, Sean. How you doing? You're from Cornwall. What do you think of North Devon track? Alright, is it? Going well. Well done. I like your basket on the front here. Oh yeah. 23. Got Michael Beard here from Cornwall. Alright, Number 10, Christopher Bradford. That goes well. First visit here from Boston. Right on the end of let it go,
Number 52.
Yeah.
What's your name, mate?
Adrian Harris.
Can't hear you.
Adrian Harris.
Adrian Harris. Oh, great. Why are you only riding an 80? Not big enough for 100?
Me back here. Not really.
Number 100 is Mr. Meredith, I know you. Or is it that old Ranger with that mask on? Where's my helpmate gone? Number 7.
What?
Number 7, what's your name? Oh, I've seen you before.
Yeah.
You're the boy your father's always shaking his fist at, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want? Come on, you're supposed to be bloody out with me here.
31. Oh, here we are, Spencer Can. We got nice North Devon rider on your Suzuki, Spencer. Having a good day?
Yeah, right.
What happened in the first race then? Second. Oh, that ain't bad, is it? Going well today. Got these little inter 80s in here. Bit of a nuisance, are they? Or are you going to burn them up all right?
Oh, they're right.
They're all right. Well done. Who's this chap with number 84?
Jamie Andrews.
Jamie Andrews. Where are you from, Jamie? Blue in Cornwall. Yeah. Enjoying your day up here?
Yeah, it's alright.
Can these crackers keep with these big 100 Suzukis in or not?
Take a pressure.
Oh, crash them. Oh, that's good. Well done. Number 45. I seem to recognise that number. That's Adrian Brown, isn't it? You're from Cornwall, Adrian?
No,
Ashwater. Well, nearly in Cornwall, nearly over the border, isn't it? You enjoying your day up here? How's the bike coping with it? All right? Yeah. Well done. Oh, this is Gary Downs, isn't it? On a little red fire engine we call these, don't we? These little Hondas. You pleased how it's going?
yeah.
You can keep with these Suzukis, can you, on the 100s? What'd you do in the first race then? Not very good, so you can't keep with them, can you? You came off. Oh, never mind. Keep it up. Who's number 24 then? You've seen this chap before. Oh, I know. You're Neil Stevens, aren't you? How you getting on today, Neil? All right? What's your name? You didn't fall off in the first race.
I didn't pull over. Something which helped me up.
You had a bad injury last time you came to North Devon, did you? Got over that all right? Nice to see you back. Here's number 14 just for making a lot of noise. What's your name then? Jason Robert. Where are you from then, Jason? Cornwall. Enjoying your ride today? How'd you get on the first race? Not bad. You can stick with these little bikes, can you?
Oh, not him.
Not him. Keep it up. Number 79.
Hang about, number 15.
Ah, here's a chap without a rider. Who's number 15
Got
then?
a new sort of bike.
Oh, I know. This
See
is
that bike there? Yeah.
This is Jeremy Hooper. You must have got the quietest bike here, Jeremy, have you? You think you can keep up with these lads running around?
Oh, yeah. I used my motocross BMX bike.
Oh, you got your BMX. All right. Anyway, your brother's borrowed your bike, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He'll be back in a minute with it, will he? All right.
I hope so.
Yeah, I expect so. I know you can beat these anyway.
I know. That's no sweat job.
Okay. Number 79. What's your name then? Mark Davis. Where are you from, Mark? Plymouth. You had an early start this morning, then? Get here on time? How'd you do in the first race? Not bad. Keep it up. Good lad.
Hang about. Stop. Oh.
27. This is James Tompkinson. Yeah. How you doing, James? You're from, not very well at the moment. You're all the way from Boscastle. Handlebars. What's the trouble here? Broken? Oh my goodness. Can they get that right? The interval. All right. These yams don't stand up to it, do they?
You should tell him that.
Hi, here's a local rider, 56, Alex Buckingham from North Devon. How you doing, Alex? What happened in the first race? Did I see you on the decker? You ran it at the track, eh? Let's hope you go well in the next race. Beat these other chaps, can't you? Yeah, keep going. Right, number 88 then. Who we got here? Grant? Queen Grant, is it? Where are you from then, Grant? Weybridge, another Cornish rider, is it? How you doing today? Rubbish? What is that then? The bike? Not the bike. That's eat more cornflakes, that's the answer. Okay, 32. This is a new rider this year, isn't it? That you've ridden before, have you? Oh, that's right, Wayne Cross. Oh, yeah. You're from Exeter, Wayne. Having a good season? Bad? How's it going today?
Not too bad.
What position in the first race then?
Oh, I changed that.
Change strap? Well, that's no good, is it? Got a new one on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right this race. See you out in front there. Right, now we come on to 73. This is Michael Baldwin, isn't it? Michael, where are you from then? Truro, another Cornish rider. A lot of Cornish riders here today. Enjoying your day? What'd you do in the first race? Not bad. Okay, you don't want to talk about it. Let's look forward to see you going better next then. Ah, here's a little familiar figure. Collie Roberts from Cornwall, number 16 on his little Kawasaki. Having a good day, Colin? What'd you do? Third. You got third on this little machine against all these big boys? That's good, isn't it? Think you can do it this time? You always go well, Colin. Exciting riding. Well done. It's number 17 out. You're a North Devon rider. What's your name? Andrew Butler. That's right, Andrew. You just started the season. Do you think you beat this little lad on this Kawasaki? You could if you were running, couldn't you? With legs like that. Nice to see you, Andrew. Anyway, keep it up. Now we got number 58. This is Ross Theobald Ross, isn't it? How are you doing this season? Not very good? Not bad, well done. How'd you like the track? It's fast, isn't it? Yeah. Somerset, how are you doing today, Richard?
Let's do that again.
What happened in the...
What's his name?
Richard Feaster from Somerset. Richard's done exceptionally well in the British Championships. Also, you went well last week, Richard, didn't you? The BSMA race? Fourth, you came fourth overall. That's very good. How are you doing today? First. Oh, well done. First in the first race. Thinking of first this time? Andy's back. Oh yes, Andy and here had a bit of trouble, didn't he? Never mind. Try and get out there and win again. Well done, Richard. Number 6. There's Derek Stevens. You're from Dulverton, Derek, is it? How long have you been riding this?
This season.
Just this season. How are you keeping with the rest of the lads? Do you find it takes a couple of years to get into it? It will do, won't it? Yeah. You having a good year? Yeah, well done. I see who it is now. It's Mark Stevens, isn't it, Mark? How you doing? Your little yam, keep up with these Suzukis? Yeah. What did you come in the last race? 11. I noticed you got big wide underbars. Why is that then? Better handling, is it? Yeah. Well done. You having a good day? Good lad. Here's another local lad, 55. John Draper. How you doing, John?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. The bike going alright?
Yeah.
What do you think of the track?
It's a bit bumpy in some places, but it's alright.
It's your first year in the 100s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind, you're going well. Well done, John. 63, I don't recognise you, then this is, what's your name? Andrew Williams. So you're from where, Andrew? Near Bristol. So you're down a fair way to come this morning. You got an early start then? Yeah, you got here on time. How's the bike going? Enjoying the track? Well done. Here's another little chap, number 93. What's your name then? Andrew Williams. Oh yes, you're from Barnstable.
Yeah.
Are you? A new rider then?
Quite nice.
Yeah. How you getting on?
Thanks.
You find it a bit hairy?
Not really.
Oh, you can keep up with these other lads, can't you?
Yeah.
There you are, there's a potential rider for you. Well done. Number 48, who's this chap? I seem to recognise him. Carl, isn't it? Carl France from Exeter, Carl, is it?
Yes, Richard.
Richard, sorry. Yeah, his dad's called Carl, and near enough, isn't it? Anyway, you having a good day?
Thanks.
Yeah, what'd you come in the last race? Fourth or fifth. Well, that ain't bad, is it? Suzuki going alright? Well done. Number 67, who's this lad then?
Gavin Lambert.
Gavin, where are you from then, Gavin?
Weybridge.
Weybridge. I think a lot of Cornish riders here today. Can you compete with the rest of the North Devon riders alright? Not too bad. Having a good day. Well done. Number 2, who's this lad then? Larry Kessel, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, where are you from? You're Red Roof, Larry. Another Cornish lad. Having a good day?
Well, not bad. But I wiped out 3 times.
Got wiped out?
Yeah.
What you call wiped out then?
I spun out.
Spun out? Was that your own fault or someone else's fault? Your fault. Oh, that's an honest lad for you. Well done. Number 66. Who's this lad then? Oh, Graham there. That's right, Graham. Having a good day. Number 96. From Bristol. Robert Jago. You got a brother here, have you got it? Here's number 10, Brent Williams from Bridgewater. Well done. 71, Andy here, stand up in the first place. All on 80 machines. Number 74, this is Daniel, is it? Daniel Smith? Where are you from, Daniel? Boston, you're a North End rider. How you doing today? I'm right in the middle, that ain't bad. First time riding? Five before, well done. Keep it up. Here we got number 12. Christopher Newick, Christopher, is it? How old are you then, Christopher? You're 9. How long have you been riding then? Third year? First year. Your first year, is it? How are you doing? These boys feel fast, don't they? Keep up. Good lad. Good on. Then we got number 77, Alan Tate. Is it Alan? Where are you from, Alan? You come this morning, leave early? Yeah, how you going today? Alright, you like the track? Yeah, I'm going alright, is it? Well done. Number 58. Philip there, isn't it, Philip? Yeah, you've got a brother in the hundreds, haven't you? How you doing, Philip, today? When you come in the first race? 7th. That's very good, isn't it? Pleased with the Yam? Enjoy your day out? Good track, isn't it? Well done. Ah, I recognise this number. Number 90 on a Kawasaki. Gary Miller, isn't it? Where are you from, Gary? Hillminster. You've had a fair journey today, is it? What do you think of the North Devon track? Is this the first time you've been this season? Yeah. You enjoying your day? Tracker going alright? Well done. Number 73. This is Andrew Stevens. Andrew, isn't it? Where are you from then? Torbay. First time in North Devon. Here to enjoy. What'd you come in the last race then? 19, that ain't bad, is it? Big class here, isn't it? You lads are going quick. Here we have number 68, Ian Hayward, is it Ian? On a Honda. You like the Honda Sim? Better than the Yam? Yeah. Have you ever tried any other bike? You haven't tried the Yam yet? You're going to say the best till last, eh? Well done. Here's a lad I recognise, Stephen. Number 4, Stephen, in here from Cornwall. How you doing, Stephen? What did you do in the last race? I got a second, did you? You get a good start? No. What do you think of the track here? Crap, is it? Oh! Ah, well there you are, you see. You think there are worse tracks in Cornwall then? No, never mind. You having a good day? Never mind, it'll come. Hello Andrew, this is Andrew Gilbert, what I reckon should be a British champion, no doubt will be at the end of the year. How you doing, Andrew? What you doing the last race? First, quite easy, was it? Yeah. You went to the British PGA Championship last week, Andrew. How'd you get on up there? Came first, that's excellent. Nice to see lads from down this way going well. Well done. Number 31. This is Paul Crowson, Paul, is it?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Torquay, Devon, yeah? Enjoying your racing today? Huh? Enjoying the racing today?
Yeah.
You think it's a bit quick out there?
Yeah,
The lads are going fast, aren't they?
Yeah.
You're keeping with them though, well done. Number 35. Who's this lad? I don't recognise you. What's your name then? Anthony Clark, of course it is, from Somerton, isn't it? How you doing, Anthony? Good job to recognise you lads with all your gear on. Where'd you come in the last race then? You might look good, dirty. Did you come off? Oh, I thought so. It's a cow pat, isn't it? Never mind, well done.
No, some of that
Young-
crap the other boy was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
That's right, yeah. And this is Darren Brookin, number 15 from Cornwall. It's your first year in the 80s, Darren, isn't it? You like this group? A bit more exciting riding than the cadets, isn't it? How are you doing today? You win last night or not? Where'd you come? Oh, very good. That's very good for first year. Oh, here I recognise another lad from North Devon, number 56, Mark Atkinson from Ilfracombe. How you doing, Mark? Enjoying your riding? Come off today yet or not? Oh, you've come off in practice. Oh, never mind. Broke your front number plate a bit, look. Never mind, you're still legal, you're alright. Enjoy your day. Then we move on to number 3, that's Stephen Rowe. Is it Stephen? Where are you from then? Dulwich Warren, you've come a fair way this morning then. You on a Suzuki then? Is that your favourite bike? Have you tried the others? You still think the Suzuki's the best? Can you win on this one or not? Keep at it, you'll get there in the end. Number 66. Tyrone Saville, is it? Where are you from, Tyrone? Sorry? No, Devon. How do you like the Amnest? They're the best, are they? You think so? Did you win last time? You like it, North Devon?
Let's see what happens.
Right, here we are, number 70, Marcus Barnshaw, isn't it, Marcus? From Cornwall. How you doing today? Oh, you forgot your goggles, though. You'll feel better now, won't you? When you come in the last race here. 6 or 7, not in bad, very good. Well done. Here's Anthony Hooper, number 1. Were you in number 1 position, Anthony, or not? What happened then? Well, yes. You came off, where did? Down the bottom? Oh, did you? Yeah. What do you think of the track? It's good. Let's hope we go well this time. Number 76, what's your name then? Oh, Tony Higgins. Where are you from, Tony? Well done. Number 18, what's your name then? Brett Elliott. First time in the 80s, going well? Good lad. Number 32 on a Suzuki. You're Wayne Butt, aren't you? You're coming through, you're getting better every week. How are you riding, Wayne? Big strong class. Number 21, what's your name? Christopher Phil. Where are you from? Plymouth. Yeah, how you doing? All right? What was his name? Christopher Phil. Yeah. I seem to recognise this man. Number 68. What's your name then?
Nice and quiet there today. Nobody's talking today. What's the most popular tyre size then? 450s now, is it?
No, 400s.
Is it still? Oh, last year they was all dead keen on putting 450s on, weren't they?
Yeah.
Flogging it to death. Is that true? Next year Suzuki's going to be the bike?
This
Jerry Ash reckoned it was going to be. Yeah, early in the season he was having a lot of trouble with money.
Not with the water cool, no.
Weren't they? Oh, they weren't getting hot enough, quick enough or something.
Well, the boys wouldn't use them, and now they wouldn't warm them up.
It's not me, it's that idiot over there. Oh, I ain't got a quid, I ain't got a quid. Nick, have you got a pound?
Yeah, it's 70.
What, number 4?
Everybody hit start.
your name then? Somebody tell me.
Can I hear you? Louder. Louder.
What do you say his name?
Jamie Talbot, riding a Suzuki,
Exeter, is he?
coming from Exeter.
Oh, and he's small.
Yeah,
Big and
he's a
right as
big
well.
lad. This is number 41, Paul Miller, riding a what? Is this another Yamaha, is it? Yeah. Where do you come from then? Somerset. What do you think of the track then? Good.
You want to step in?
It's not good, it's excellent.
Number 38, old Nicholas Wetter. Where do you come from then? Pardon? Blackwater, where's that then? Somerset? Somerset, Devon or Cornwall? Cornwall, ah!
Yeah, surprised.
Ah, and now this young man, Tony Heppleswaite, riding a Yamaha, comes from New Zealand, don't you? Comes from Barnstable. Having a very good day. Number 36, Darren Elson, riding a Yam. Where do you come from, Darren? Exeter, Devon. Thank you. Number 1, Sean Wooten. Where do you come from, Sean? Heathfield, where's that? In Devon?
Yeah.
No, that just shows how stupid I am. I ought to know that. Number 7, Brett Newitt. I don't know why I know your name so well, but I do. Here I don't know you. Where do you come from then? Plymouth? Ah, well, I come from Plymouth as well, or I used to. Good place, isn't it?
Brett Newitt was one of the television stars, wasn't he?
Yeah,
That's what it was. He kept shouting out his name.
This is David Edward, riding a Yam. Where do you come from, David? Penzance. $5. You've had a long trip today then. Has it been worth it? You enjoyed it? Good lad.
Oh, look. 30, I can't find 30 on my sheet. I suppose you got a tongue in your head, do you?
What's your name then, number 30?
Richard? What's your name?
Michael Richards. Where do you come from, Michael?
Name.
Yeah, Plymouth. You're another Plymouthian. By Jiminy Cricket. Good for you. 23. I got 23. I'm sure I have. I haven't, you know. Where do you come from, 23? What? Which garage? Some garage. And where do you live? What's the name of the what county? Cornwall? Devon? Shoot. Bang! You got me. 79. I know this bloke, Paul Davis. What sort of day have you had then? Pretty good? Yeah. Where do you come from then, Paul? Come up here to whip all the flies, I believe, have you? Blackwater. Yamaha. What sort of day have you had? Pretty good? I got very good. Where's Blackwater then? Is Blackwater near Plymouth? How far away is that then? You know where Blackwater is? Alright. In Truro, thanks.
Near Truro.
Oh, well, that's another place I haven't been. Number 2, Mark Kingdom, Suzuki Bronson. By gee, this is getting close at home. What do you think of today then? Pretty good? Yeah? We had a good ride? We had a good ride today? Splendid. What do you think about the Suzuki then? Pretty good? Hey? Number 4, I know this man. I said don't touch it. Thompson. Riding a Yamaha really. Exeter. What sort of day have you had with Stephen? Good? Splendid. You're riding very well. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. This is number 9. Number 9? Number 9. Gareth Chamberlain. The man who we always talk about. I don't know why. Here. Anyway, riding the Yamaha. And again he's from Blackwater, and I know now he's right there. There, I bet you did it yourself. You had a good day then? Yeah, you move very well. I don't need a boot from Carolyn.
Right now, and so Tom Kite will remain at 2 under par, and that represents a tie for third at the moment. So we can say with absolute certainty that Tom Kite, who's been in the top 10 in 10 of his last 11 starts will do it yet again. Incredible consistency and a high level of excellence. Of course, he's mad keen to win the Varden Trophy for the lowest stroke average, and at the moment he's second best on the tour with 70.15. And incidentally, of course, has won a King's Ransom, fourth on the money list, $227,000. Fuzzy Zeller made a very good recovery to get it even as close as this. But the bogey will take him down, if he gets the bogey, to 3 under par. And even if Larry Nelson misses his par putt, he will still go into the final hole with a handy cushion of 3 strokes over Zeller, his nearest rival, with Tom Kite and Vance Hefner and Dan Pole all at 2 under par, Pole having finished. Larry Nelson for par 17th. Brilliant stuff. Does hole out very convincingly. Well, Zeller drops another stroke, and it's all over bar the shouting, because I'm sure that Nelson has enough skill and fortitude not to mess about with any risky shots at the last and tangle with that beautiful lake. This is Vance Hefner at the 18th hole, putting for a bogey, as you can see, and he's been in the water at the second consecutive hole. He needs to get that putt to go to the Masters automatically, and he hasn't even got it anywhere near stone dead. So at best he can make a double bogey 6, and it's a tragic ending because he's played so well this afternoon until the last 2 holes. In fact, he had 3rd place outright for much of the afternoon at 3 under, and now this is just all ebbing away on the waters of the Atlanta Athletic Club. Bogey at the 17th, maybe double, maybe triple bogey, 6 or 7 here, and a pensive look.
And back at the tee, 463 yards away from his first major championship, Larry Nelson. Fittingly, perhaps he should win it here in his hometown, and it was here he played in his first major championship, the U.S. Open.
Oh, yeah, right.
Crowd seems to love it, and there's the reason why. Perfect position for Larry Nelson on this long, demanding, and treacherous 18th hole at the Atlanta Athletic Club.
And forward to the green, where Greg Norman, we are glad to be able to report, has birdied both the 16th and the 17th holes, and that was for another. Well, Greg Norman, if he just gets that little one in, will go to the Masters automatically, as if he hadn't already got the opportunity, of course, by finishing 4th there this year. But it's nice to qualify in several divisions, and the 1 under par people who finish today here will automatically go to Augusta. And so that includes a group of Nicholas, who of course has qualified in lots of other ways. Isao Aoki, Bruce Litsky, Andy North, Keith Fergus, Greg Norman, Bob Gilder, all 1 under par. Andy North, this is for par. He hung up in the bank with his second shot, and so that that's a costly one for him. He goes back to level par to finish. But with 2 second places in the last 2 weeks, he's got his game back together with a vengeance. After almost 3 lean years since winning the United States Open in 1978. But this is a horrifying experience for Vance Hefner. Outright third just 3 holes ago, and now this for a double bogey 6, 2 over par. Oh, well done, sir. Well done. But for the par 317, 6 at the last. Well, that was the second shot of Fuzzy Zeller at the 18th hole. That couldn't have been played much better. Particularly a good day for the native Georgians, because Hollis Stacy, who comes from Savannah, Georgia, has won the Ladies Professional Golfers Association tournament today in Wheeling in West Virginia. So a pretty fine double for the people from Georgia. Larry Nelson. What a magnificent championship he's had. He said to me before going out today that he couldn't remember playing golf so easily as he did yesterday. That's left. Just into the bunker. The thing is really that Larry just did not want to be right. He did not want to be short. Kite hit a huge drive, and that was a very bad lie, we hear, and so he's just laid up at 2 under par.
Beautiful view of the 18th, and Tom Kite, who played safely after getting a bad lie off his tee shot, has played his 3rd shot over the water and onto the green. And listen now to the reception here for favorite son Larry Nelson, native Georgian, who approaches the 18th green. Let's listen here to the salute from these Georgia fans. Now the roar will build as Nelson comes over the bridge onto the green, and 6,000 fans now standing, applauding Larry Nelson. Well, as a young man at nearby Southern Tech in Georgia, Larry Nelson was an outstanding baseball pitcher, and it wasn't until he served in the U.S. Army in Vietnam that he became interested in the game of golf. And it seems amazing, almost incredible, that he's been playing only 12 years and yet here he is on the brink of a major championship. Many golfers go through great careers without reaching a major title, and Larry Nelson's going to claim his first here today, and perhaps there'll be many, many more to come, judging the way that he has played in this title. Well, the danger now behind him for Nelson. A 4 here would give him 273, which would be the third lowest score ever posted in a PGA Championship. Only the Bobby Nichols 271 in 1964, which is the record. The other one was 272 by David Graham at Oakland Hills in 1979. We'll have some comments of the championship coming up in a few minutes from Ben Wright. This will be the third shot here of Larry Nelson. It's not really a difficult shot. It's just a rather simple sand shot, and Nelson performs beautifully. Good chance to get his par here for 273. Will not get the record, 271. But he needs that par for 1 over today. Started the day at 8 under, now 7 under. And with the 4-stroke cushion, it's now merely a formality now for Larry Nelson to become one of the major champions of 1981. Well, Larry once said that he really didn't want the great limelight of superstardom, did not yearn to be a Nicklaus or a Watson or a Palmer, would just like to play well, win some, and stay out of the limelight. Well, that day is gone. He's now in the limelight, like it or not, and one must guess that he certainly by now likes it. Tom Kite, an amazing stretch of golf this year, has this left for his par. Had to play short on the second one, and then the pitch over the lake. Tom, a gritty little Texan from a state that's produced so many great golfers, Nelson and Hogan, of course, among them. Well, it was definitely a great line by Kite, and could have just as easily have fallen for the par. It's a costly bogey because it drops him out of a tie, and this means Dan Pohl, who finished some time ago, will have a great finish of 3rd place, at least, and maybe a tie for 2nd. So Tom Kite finishes in a large group at 1 under par that included Jack Nicklaus and Greg Norman and Isao Aoki in this 63rd annual championship. Fuzzy Zeller now will finish, and then will come the final moment for Larry Nelson. Fuzzy wearing his new hairdo. I think Ben mentioned that had been administered by his wife's beautician.
Yes, Jim.
He had his great moment, of course, at Augusta and winning the playoff against Tom Watson and Ed Snead to win the Masters. Happy-go-lucky fellow is not going to be there. So he needed only a par, so no place to be a hero for even the happy-go-lucky Fuzzy, who has one last moment to give the fans a chuckle by shaking the knees. But that par has just clinched 2nd place for Fuzzy Zeller, and so Fuzzy will take home $40,000 for 2nd place behind Larry Nelson. A pretty good week's work and a nice finish for Fuzzy, who really hasn't done that much since winning the Masters in a major championship. But he did this week, only to fall short because of the brilliant, steady play of Larry Nelson. So this quiet young man from Georgia will now finish, and this will be the final stroke of this championship. And you could add Larry Nelson to the list that over the last 62 years have included some of the world's great golfers. First match play, and now in recent years, stroke play. Now listen. A happy moment there for Larry Nelson and his wife, Gail, and I'm sure Drew and Josh will tonight take a little more interest in the game of golf because their dad and the husband, Larry Nelson, and that looked to be a moment of emotion there, choking back a tear perhaps, as Nelson saluted and now greeted by his lovely wife, reigns as the PGA champion of 1981, and once and for all, now can no longer stay out of the limelight of professional golf.
What a marvelous moment for Larry Nelson, the 34-year-old local boy, winning his first major championship, the US PGA Championship at Atlanta before his home crowd, and getting into the Ryder Cup team. One feels a bit sorry for Howard Twitty, the man who was lying 12th, but he's out and Nelson's in, and John Jacobs, a comment on that. Does that strengthen a very strong American side?
I'm afraid it does. I think if they'd have selected 12, he would certainly have been in with his record last time. But what a wonderful... I must say how much I enjoyed that. The American courses really do put pressure on them at the end of the tournament, but he stood up to every bit of it, didn't he? I
think also the heat, the humidity must have made it equally or even more so tough, and the pressure really beginning to make Nelson struggle just a bit there, especially 14. At the 14th. I think we can have a look at, in fact, when Nelson drove into the rough at the 14th. That really was a moment when he perhaps panicked just a little. He had a very, very difficult shot. Let's just look at it on the VTR. He was in the rough, and this was the shot he had to play, trying to get out of the trees.
Yes, that's right. I think Jack Nicklaus said how tough the rough was, and I thought he'd be on hard pan there, but he was in the rough. He got a good contact and looked to hit it very well, but just couldn't fly it far enough coming out of that strong rough, and obviously caught the tops of the trees there. I think we will see him in a moment. That ball must have dropped down, obviously into ground under repair. We don't really see where it is now, but then he got a drop from there.
Well, at that moment, John, he must have been rather worried. He was ahead certainly by 4 shots, but in trouble there. But then, like every good champion, he got his bit of luck. He got a free drop from a bit of ground under repair, and then he played a marvellous recovery shot through the trees, threaded the ball through the trees, like through an eye of a needle. And I think, in fact, we can see this shot, surely the shot, John Jacobs, which really won him the championship at the end of the day.
Yes, not actually a particularly difficult shot because he's close to it, but under this amount of pressure. Now, if he misses this one and hits a tree, he can bound further into the forest, and all sorts of things can happen. But he really hit it straight between there, got just the right contact. You notice he stays really still on this, gets the ball and the turf together. And he played an absolute smasher. There it is, look. Very noticeable too. The greens, as I think Nicholas mentioned earlier on at the beginning, they'd had so much rain. We normally see the US major championships with the greens so slick, and they actually let them dry out, you know, to make it very difficult to stop the ball. And I would think this course has probably played relatively easy in that wherever the ball pitched on the green, it did pretty well stay there. But as we saw, if you get the wrong side, of course, it runs away down the slopes.
I think obviously Larry Nelson enjoying the softer greens, certainly. Jack Nicklaus perhaps not enjoying the softer greens. He, I think, enjoys when the greens are fast and hard, finishing 1 under par. Another fine performance from Nicklaus.
Tremendous, but there again, you know, I think people are probably beginning to recognise what a great player Jack is, but he's a great scrambler too, you know. He just doesn't know when to stop trying, and we saw him get up and down a fair number of times, didn't we, this evening?
Well, let's just have a look at that final leaderboard at Atlanta. There it is, Larry Nelson winning the US PGA Championship on 7 under par. Not a record low aggregate. He didn't win the $50,000, but a very happy man tonight, 7 under par. Winning by 4 from Fuzzy Zeller, the former US master golfer, and we'll speak about him in just a moment. Dan Pohl doing very well to finish 2 under. And then on 1 under, Jack Nicklaus, Isao Aoki from Japan, Bruce Litsky, Tom Kite. And I think just off that caption, Greg Norman of Australia. Fine performance by the Australian, of course, who plays regularly on the European circuit. And what about Fuzzy Zeller, who finished 2nd? At one stage, it looked as if he might just put some pressure on Nelson, but he rather fell away again just at the end. His putting was on full there.
That's right. He wasn't putting with his normal conviction. We saw him lag up from sort of holeable putts, 12 to 15 feet, and he never really scared the hole at all. One particular shot impressed me very much, that par 3 with the water on the right. Now, Fuzzy's a natural right-to-left player, so that was a terribly difficult hole for him, and he swung it out over the water, and that's where he made his 2, of course, where we saw Larry Nelson through the green in trouble. Fuzzy, the great player, normally an attacking putter, but he was certainly looking very tentative on the greens, I thought.
Just looking down the list, Arnold Palmer, 18 over. Perhaps we've seen the best of Arnold Palmer, a marvellous player. Gary Player, 9 over. Seve Ballesteros, rounds of 71, 73, 72, and 70 for 286. 6 over. A word on Seve, because just a year and a half ago, he was the US Master golfer. But in the last few months, we've heard nothing from him.
Well, because this is the first time he's played all 4 rounds, isn't it? In the major championship, he played in the Masters and the Open and failed to make the cut in those, so at least he's played the 4 rounds, but it's been a difficult year for him, and I'm sure he's a bit out of sorts with himself. In actual fact, that represents very good golf, but in this class, par, as I think Ben Wright said, par was tremendous golf around there.
John, just a word about our chances in the Ryder Cup. Nelson, who has just got into the team, got 6 points out of 6 at the Greenbrier 2 years ago.
If you read the American team, and incidentally, they've won at $20 million between them, the American team, but I tell you what, we've got a pretty good team too, and we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm glad Jack Nicklaus is in. He wasn't in last time, so any team that we play, I'd want Nicklaus there, because if we're going to win, let's have Nicklaus in their team.
John Jacobs, thank you very much indeed. Well, just a reminder then that Larry Nelson is the winner of the US PGA Championship at Atlanta. It's his first major victory, and he won on 7 under par. I hope you enjoyed the closing stages of the US PGA Championship as much as we did in the studio here. Certainly a marvellous championship, and I hope you'll join us too for further golf on ITV this year. We'll be at the European Open at Hoylake, and then later in the year at the Bob Hope Classic at Moore Park. So more big golf coming up on ITV, and I hope it's as exciting as the US PGA Championship was at Atlanta. Congratulations to Larry Nelson in the Ryder Cup team, and Nelson, a very, very happy man tonight. From John Jacobs and all of us at Atlanta, good night.
A reminder that a World of Sport book teaching you how to play successful golf is available from all good bookshops now.
There are lots of quick snacks and appetizing packs, but they go too fast. If you want your snack to last, choose the Twin Twix pack. The longer-lasting snack, crunchy shortcake twice, tasty caramel twice, covered in smooth milk chocolate, so nice. It's a snack that's really lasting. That's Twix, tasty filling, hunger blasting. That's Twix, so go for the pack with the longer-lasting snack.
That's Twix, the longer-lasting snack.
Sorry, pull up. Pull up.
After a day like this, when you've got a headache and everything seems to work against you, you want fast, powerful relief from something that understands your headache. Something made for headache pain. Something that won't upset your stomach. You want Headaches. As the name tells you, Headaches is made to give you fast, powerful relief from your headache.
Hello, darling. Had a good day.
Headaches understands your headache. Lowenbrow. What an inspired idea.
It's dreadful, Brewster. I can't find the will. The relatives are here, and there isn't a drop of quick brew to offer them either.
Come on, QB. Just as I thought. The will, safe with his other valuables, the quick brew tea bags. These perforations let the tea brew freely to give you a really good flavor.
Well done, Brewster. Lovely cup of tea.
Old Moneybags certainly knew his tea bags.
Quick brew, when the only solution is a really good cup of tea.
There is a spot treatment, Clearasil ClearGuard Cream, that gets right down to the problem of spots. It does more than penetrate the spot to kill bacteria. Look, it actually absorbs irritants other treatments can leave behind. Clearasil ClearGuard Cream gets right down to the problem of spots.
Hello again. The oldest copy of the Bible is in the British Museum. It's called the Sinaiticus book, Codex Sinaiticus, and it is, I suppose, about 16 or 1700 years old. It was bought by the British Museum from the Russian government, as a matter of fact, but that's a long story. It was found, this Codex Sinaiticus, in a monastery on the slopes of Mount Sinai, where there's been a monastery community for at least 1700 years. And the story behind it is that a German came to the monastery in order to read this ancient document, mostly on papyrus rolls, and asked to take it away, to borrow it, and to read it at his leisure. And the unsuspecting monks allowed him to do it, whereupon the German gentleman took it to the Russian government, and they authorized him to sell it to the highest bidder on their behalf, which he did. He came to England and asked £250,000 for this from the British Museum. They knocked him down to 100,000 and it changed hands. Now that isn't the end of the story, because an American lawyer, Mr. Lapierre, has spent 6 or 7 years in the monastery community on the slopes of Mount Sinai and has researched this particular story. And he reckons that the Bible really belongs to that monastery community, that the monks have a right to get it back. And about 2 years ago, something happened in the monastery. A wall collapsed, and they found behind the wall a whole host of even more priceless ancient documents. And so they said to the world of scholarship, now, if you want to see these documents, if you want to have a sight of them and study them, then first give us our Bible back. Now, the British Museum say they bought it in good faith, but Mr. Lapierre says that it is in fact stolen property and that they ought to return it. And what's going to happen I do not know, and I'm waiting anxiously to read the next instalment of that story. I must say I like it. The monks on the slopes of Mount Sinai saying, give us our Bible back, or else we won't allow anybody to have a sight of these very ancient and interesting documents. Which reminds me that wisdom is very old, isn't it? Knowledge is something you achieve today, and you may keep for a little time. Even that knowledge can be surpassed by even more knowledge, and it can be modified and qualified from time to time. But wisdom is more than knowledge. It goes back a very long time. It's the distillation, if you like, of all the knowledge of all the centuries. It's something that's timeless and timely. And maybe it's worth remembering in this modern age that the wisest sayings are often the oldest sayings, that wisdom that really comes from God goes back a very long way. And that monastery community on the slopes of Mount Sinai have stumbled upon great wisdom. You and I would love to read it and to study it and to find out what's on those papyrus rolls, maybe some great saying from the past, some wisdom that's been enshrined there for a long, long time, because that's the way of wisdom. It's hard to come by. Knowledge is fairly easy to come by, but wisdom, which is forever, is much harder to come by. And I'm not surprised that those monks want their Bible back. Whether they get it back is another matter, but I do know that in communities like that one, great wisdom has been sought after and discovered, away from the hurly-burly of life, away from what we might call civilization, because in those quiet and still places God speaks in the souls of men.
and wisdom is the result. Good night, and God bless you.